Boom.
Hi, this is Nick with Magic Marketer Training, Volume 4. I just want to thank everybody to getting to this point. Today we're going to be going over autoresponders and how to follow up on all of your leads and to make sure that anybody who's interested in your product stays interested and definitely keep them into the loop, if you will, because you don't want to lose any potential clients. So I'm going to kick this over to Bryce. He's going to run this through quick, and thanks again, guys.
How we doing, guys? Bryce Peterson here for the 4th training. And this one won't be as long as the last one. I know the last one was kind of extensive, but this one will actually be a little shorter. Well, I do want to kind of introduce you guys into auto-response and autoresponders and what they exactly are. And you've probably already heard of them before, and that's fantastic. What an autoresponder is, it's a way to follow up with your leads. Now, what are leads you're saying? Leads are the lifeblood of your business. I don't care if it's a guitar player, or you're selling restaurant food, whatever it is, you want to follow up with your leads. And I guess the best way I could kind of state this is the way that kind of made me kind of click was, say you're in a restaurant and they ask you, hey, you want to be part of the club and we'll give you discounts and all sorts of stuff. And you're like, fantastic, I love free money, obviously. Well, they go, well, give me your email address and your name and we'll get a hold of you and that is a follow-up. They have your information and they're going to follow up with you, and that's how they make their sales. So let's just put it in one perspective. Say you have 1 million people on an email list, and you're responding to them. You go out and you make an offer, and only 10% of the people want that offer. And say it's $100. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of money. And frankly, Nick, probably I think both believe the fact that if you're not using auto-response and following up with your leads in some way, be it SMS or email or whatever, you're leaving money on the table. So I'm going to really quick go into what we've used, and there are plenty of auto-response systems out there. But as I've gone through many of them myself, some don't integrate with things, or what I want to say, some don't play well with others as well as others do. So to kind of wrap it up, the one that we use to be simply transparent and the one that I know integrates with almost anything and has actually been out the longest, I think it's been out 16 years is how long it's been in the business, almost since, internet started. But it's Aweber, aweber.com. And I'm actually just going to screen share right now and actually show you what I'm talking about. So give me a sec here. Go over here. I'm going to ask Nick if you see my screen. You see me many times? You still with me, Nick?
Yep, I'm here, and there you are.
All right, I'm actually going to go over to our page here, Aweber. Now I'm going to log in here. And Aweber Communications, what that basically is, it's an auto-response. It captures emails, and when it captures emails, it gives you the option. Like today, I haven't used this much for a while, and I've used this for several different accounts. Bryce, I've used it for Nick and Bryce TV. This is one that we use. And, like I said, nothing's coming today, and that's fine. But we haven't used this for a few days here because I actually want to go off and show you kind of the idea, and we've been putting this together. Basically, these are your broadcasts. This is basically when you have, say, 50 people in your auto-response that you collected through emails, through advertising, or whatever it is, you can send mass broadcasts. If you go off and do a broadcast to them, this sends an email out to every single person that you want to get a hold of. And you can basically put whatever you want. There we go. One sec here. And it gives it in email format. Subject here, this is what people see straight out of the bat in their Gmail or whatever account they have. And then here's the body. You can make it, design it. I mean, there's so many possibilities. I mean, you can make some really cool looking emails here. And the fantastic part is once you put their name in, it actually uses their name. You can do tests, and you can send tests out. And I have one in there. I think that's Nick's lovely wife that we actually send tests to sometimes, so she can see and read them. And I encourage that. Read your tests, read your emails, because when they go out, you want to know what they look like. So and the great part is once you get people in your auto-response system, they put their name in and their email most of the time. So when they get the email, it actually says hello Bryce or hello Nick, and you can actually be very personal with them and follow up with them. And I mean, creepy in a way, yes, but that's how business is done. Follow-up. It's all in the follow-up because 90% of the people are not going to purchase your product the very first time. This demands follow-up. When someone sees you over and over and over again, and they think this is truly it's just proper response. It's proper follow-up, and it gives you more of a presence online. I mean, if you go out at one time and someone says no and they don't want your offer, and they never see you again, that's lost money. So auto response is truly with us, it's a godsend. It's something that you need to have. You need to be able to get leads. You need to marinate those leads. And this has been the simplest, most integrativeness. This thing integrates with anything. So anything that we let you know that you need to get into, WordPress, it integrates with WordPress. I mean, it makes your whole entire business kind of an auto caption machine. And all you have to do is pump out the emails and the offers, and people will go to it. I mean, it's one of those things that I can't emphasize enough that you need to have. And the great thing about it is Aweber starts off for $1. It starts off for $1 the first month, and everybody has a dollar. I mean, and that is the best investment you're ever going to do is that dollar investment. And once you get leads in here and your subscribers, you can sit there and you can find out who opened them, who clicked through on different. Say if you have an email and you want them to click to another website, you can see who clicked on that. It shows you everything. You can get down to the nitty-gritty on what people are doing and how they're reading your emails. And that's what you need to do in business nowadays to get the upper hand and get these sales or get these people into your business or whatever you incorporate it is. So, like I said, I'm not going to go uber in-depth on this, but I do want to emphasize enough that Aweber is very, very important. And like I said, you can go through subscribers, you can go through and manage all these. That's 2 there, and we've actually tested out. Sign-up forms, you can make sign-up forms that integrate with PayPal, WordPress, and Facebook. Like I said, Facebook, WordPress, and PayPal, they all work together, and the more you can make this business connect itself together, the more it'll make sense. And that's why we laid out the training like we're doing in day increments so that you could see why these will all merge together. And by now, you're probably sitting there going, I need to get this put together now, and I need to slap it together. I need to have it, and I'm seeing the way, and I'm seeing what I truly need to do now. And that's what we're here for at Nick and Bryce TV and Magic Marketer and everything. We want to let you see the light and know that it's not that hard. You just need to be directed in the right way. But the fantastic part, like I said, and I'll emphasize, is it all integrates together. You're not going to get part into this business and all of a sudden one thing doesn't work with the other thing, which, believe me, Nick and I have both went through where we'll get one product and it doesn't work with the other product or it doesn't play nice and we have to sit there and cut it out. So this is one thing we've always had, and I mean, like I said, there are many out there, but when it comes to one that integrates, that has no problem, I've never had a problem with Aweber. This is the one we encourage. So I'll just go messages, insert message here. It gives you a spam score. You can campaign share, so if you have loaded ones, you can actually load in email campaigns. You can set follow-ups. One thing that I'm not going to get too much into, but the follow-up, you can set so when someone gets into your email, you can follow up day after day after day with different messages and really kind of marinate this lead and get them into your business the right way with a good relationship. So I'm going to kind of wrap up. Is there anything I missed, Nick? Is there anything that I'm not hovering over that I should be?
The only other thing that I would mention is that Aweber or your autoresponders can be linked with all of your websites, to all of your other Twitter, Facebook. They can be linked into those accounts to help generate leads to draw them in. Because that's the biggest part is you can have an autoresponder, but building your list is something that takes time. And I mean, you can pay for leads. There's many different ways to get leads out there that we will we'll go into later down the road. But this at least shows you what it's meant to do and what it's meant for.
Fantastic, absolutely. I probably would have missed that if I would have. No, you're exactly right. And right here, these are different lists. You can segment different lists, like Nick and Bryce TV. That's one list. People that come into that list get certain messages that maybe someone else in a different list does not get. As you can see, you can probably have several different businesses here for different, lists that you want. You can integrate them together. You can merge them together. There's so much usability with this, and I know that when you get your feet wet into this, you'll learn to love this, and you'll realize a lot of people say email is dead, and it's never dead. It's the one thing away from social media that's been there since day one, and it's going to stay there, and it's just how well can you put an edge on it and get people to read your emails, because as you flip through emails yourself, the cool and creative ones, like, is it free for now, or it's going down tonight. Things that get people's attention is what gets them to open. That's what gives you high open rates in your email. And you can see how many people open. You know exactly down to the T who opened it, when they opened it, and that's very powerful information. And I know that right now people are sitting there going, man, why have I not had this in my life before? And this is exactly what I need at exactly the right time. And we're happy to let you know about it, and we will continue with numerous training on this and things we do in our business that give us the personal edge. But for now, I'm going to actually bring it back over. Give me a sec here. I got to, whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Bring it back over to me. And no, it's a really pretty blue. But no, that's one thing is auto response. Auto response is a huge, big deal on following up with your leads. If you don't have leads and you don't follow up, you really don't have a business because you need people in that coffer to keep going through. People that need to see you, and it is by far the best way to do it, hands down. I mean, would you agree, Nick? I'm going to send this over to you. I've been jabbering enough this one, so.
Absolutely, and integrating everything that we've talked to from step 1 to step 4, tying them all together, and using auto response to not only capture your leads, hang on to them, and promote new products. And let's say you've got a 3-tiered program. You can start somebody off with the first one, and then get them into the second one, and then get them into the third one to boost profits and to definitely connect better with your consumers. So we're going to wrap this one up. Look forward to seeing you in number 5. And number 5 will kind of take everything that you've already seen over the past 4 days and really tie it in together, and look forward to seeing you on the next call. Thanks, guys.